Things are really heating up for post YC. Actually, YCS is still on. Let's take a look at what's going on with some very interesting sectors of today's market. Don't make the 30% of you that have not smashed the ever crap out of that subscribe button. Smash it so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Sleeve Chief today, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can adjust that for, your time zone comparison here. But they're going to have the Shinobi deck box up. And I think this piece looks actually very, very beautiful. The inside here is quite nice as well. I'm actually more excited for the Sharingan dividers that they've got going on here. But this will be available. They're going to be doing some sleeves. And, of course, they're going to have some inner sleeves here as well. The thing I'm most excited about here is, honestly, the deck box. So I'll leave a link down below. If you guys use MCOL40, you will get the chance to save. And don't get the H and the O mixed around. There's so many people that misspell the name, and they never actually catch it. So just wanted to point that out. All right, what's going on over here? We pulled up UUT today to kind of take a look at what's going on inside the Fire Duelist pack. Now, there have been some little buyouts that have happened over here. I just want to point out that this looks gorgeous, by the way. This, oh man, I have a feeling this will be our Ghost Rare in the set, which is going to be very, very, very cheap. But you have your secret rare versions of things here. It's kind of cool that they get the alternates for these, but man, that Link 4 looks very, very good. A lot of people are like, oh my god, Solomon Great, so terrible. Yeah, I understand you still end on the Nibiru token, but the deck gets a chance to do something else. Man, these are really cheap. 10, what, 8, 7, they're cheaper than that, but that's what we're using for our bases down here. Now, there's this little abnormality here. The Exodia piece that is inserted into this set as collection item. I actually just bought one of these myself for $15 just to have them. The only difference that you're going to have on this card between, this and the original version is the copyright difference. It has no set ID on it. All right, so that's very, very important. These are going to be spread across, oh man, it should be 5 sets in total, but the limb coming in at essentially $17, I think, you know what, screw it, we'll go ahead and kind of collect these just to have them. I mean, the price point is not that extreme as it is. Now, the rest of this dual set, I mean, the Exodia piece is the most expensive card, which is great. The Solomon Grade Fire's $5, the Link 4 is eventually $5. You got $3 for the Balan Boxer, and then your rank up. So that means that, you scroll on down here to the super rares. Oh, look, our little Weasel is pretty gosh darn expensive. Same thing with our big volcanic support here. That's 680 yen. That's a little bit more up there. That's more expensive than some of the ultras. This is 500, 420. The little coach guy, and 420 on this. Honestly, kind of looking at this, I think Volcanics might be the most expensive in the mid-rarity section because of this. Like, Solomon Great Super Rare, Volcanic Super Rare is more expensive than the Ultras. Gosh, that's so cool. Rares look pretty much across the board here. And you get down here into like the normal parallel section of things, but everything for this set, the thing I was very interested in was how the Exodia limb was going to hold up here for how things are going. And of course, a little bit of a sneak shot here into the, I can't wait for this set. Nexus is a very interesting place. I mean, these are only like $20, which is pretty impressive, by the way. I think it comes out to like 18. When you get down here into, oh man, this thing is expensive. I have a discussion coming up. We'll talk about this card. I'm actually very curious to know if they're going to leave this inserted in the set or if they're going to bump it somewhere else, because that seems like a very TCG thing to do. But in this section of things, I mean, the heat is very, very expensive. Like, this is ridiculous. Sleipnir's horse is $15. This is kind of cheap. This looks beautiful. Man, this in quarter century is gorgeous. I actually hope we get that. And then I see this is kind of up there too. I actually wonder if on the long haul of things, just as a discussion point here, if these will be like the values that we'll see across the board for us. $15, $20 on some of them. Some of them a little bit more expensive for the waifu tax, but I'm kind of wondering that. Of course, I mean, they have different parallels than us. And of course, they also have the ultimate rares, which is nice. Down here in the ultra rare slots, this is all very, very cheap. Same thing down here into the super rare slots. Yeah, this is all a literal meme. I love how a rare is about as expensive as most of the ultras. Yeah, go figure. Now for the collectors out there, I ran into this. It's kind of cool. I just wanted to point this out here. There's a PSA authenticated Bakura signature on eBay. Currently at $77. It'll go up a little bit more probably between the filming of this video and it getting up, but something I kind of keep a little bit of an eye on here for, you know, people that enjoy signature cards out there. Also, I always wanted to answer the question of how much does a Korean Black Rose Ghoster go for? Well, currently $199 actually. The feedback is not spectacular whatsoever, but it's mainly used as a benchmark here to kind of showcase how different parts of, you know, different sectors are kind of going right now. So I found that kind of interesting. Now, hi Small World, how are you? Now, I don't know if you've been paying attention to Small World as of late, but it would appear that it's not quite such a small world after all. $17 for this. This is this does ramp up very, very expensively. $11 here. Man, I don't know what else to really say about this. I mean, you're in that $12 to $13 range. It's a little bit expensive here. So I guess just be aware that small worlds are kind of starting to ramp. I mean, they've been ramping for a little while, but that's a little bit interesting. There's already a lot of long-winded theories that people want to see it go to 1, which, interesting. $7 a piece. Somebody bought a damaged for $5. Okay, but yeah, you're looking at $7, $8 for the most part for the reprint version. So yeah, both across the board, kind of doing their thing. Crimson Blader. Honestly, Sword Soul. Like the main perpetrator is still trying to. Actually, I think they're the only one even looking at this card right now and going, you know, I kind of want to play some Crimson Blader right now. You're looking at $16, $17. Supers, $7. Rares, I mean, the rare's $4. Think about that for a second. Yeah, $4 to $5. Interesting stuff. Okay, sure. What else we got going on back here? I mean, we look at Super Nimble Mega Hamster all the time. This is one of those cards that you just take a look at every single market watch and you're like, wow, Edison format. I see what you're doing here every single time. These Mega Hamsters are now $12. Good luck, Half Fries. Like, seriously. Like, I know people are going to pay it, but that doesn't make it any better. The Egyptian God Structure Deck ones are still $2 to $3. Amazing. Trap Stuns, oh boy, these are still up and away. $6.50. Yeah, those ramped up. You can thank Edison format very, very much for this. Cool. What else we got going on back here? VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon. What in the world? I see. I like the steady mark there for the unlim. But First Ed's just done a spinneroo. Somebody came through. Got some light plays up at 37. Well, that's kind of interesting. 37. Yeah, a lot of $37 light plays here. Interesting. I'm kind of curious about that myself. Okay, maybe this is worth keeping an eye on here as a collector, because like when you can see like straight interesting ultimates like this doing things, it's always a ride. Icarus Attack from DRO4. You know, if you have these, congratulations. There was one point back in March where these look like they dip out, but we've had a nice consistent here. I see that people are willing to buy heavy play and mod plays. Nice. $500 for near mint DRO4s. You know, sometimes you think it's a joke, but you know, it's a real ride out here. And then Snake's Reign is getting low on quantities for Ancient Guardians. 19 listings. It's interesting to just keep an eye on like the strange buyouts that happen in Ancient Guardians, because so many people are like, oh, watch this. Well, that's it for today. So please, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.